Dr. Greg again with 3 more ways to support and stimulate your parasympathetic nervous system. So these are a little more, not really. So one of them is actually visualizing yourself in a lovely place, one of your favorite places in the world. Just close your eyes and visualize it. It requires a little discipline to do that. The others are sort of like you just can do something. This requires you to actively try and calm yourself down by visualizing a lovely place. Another thing is to have a hobby, any kind of hobby, whether it's painting or photography or gardening, anything that you actually enjoy, not that you're going to try something that you might not necessarily enjoy, but you're just trying a hobby. You want something that you truly do enjoy will actually stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. Another thing is meditation. Now, when I say meditation, there's so many different types of ways of meditating. The one way I like to meditate is actually I count backwards from 100. And I mentioned this before in another video. And what that does, it actually gets your focus off of any kind of anxious moments that you might be experiencing. So you can count back from 100 by 7s, by 2s, which are interesting, by 3s. Typically the odd number it's harder to do, but you have to think about it. And what happens is when you're thinking about counting backwards by 100, you forget about a lot of other things, and your system sort of takes over and calms you down. So there's 3 more things: a hobby of any kind, thinking of a lovely place, visualize yourself being happy. Anything that requires you to sort of be in a nicer place. So what you can give yourself some time. You can put a timer on so you don't have to think about how much time you have. Just think about it for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Just a lovely activity to do. And the last one is just to meditate. Now, like I said, I like counting backwards. You can have other kinds of meditations where you're laying down and you just think about yourself. Think about your ankles, think about your hips, think about your knees, anything that is not painful at the time, because you don't want to recall any pain. But just think, oh, my ankles are there, my ankles feel this way, whatever, my elbows are here, and you do this with your eyes closed. All those things will actually stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. So we're almost done with the long list of what you can do with the parasympathetic nervous system, and we'll talk a little bit more tomorrow. And this is Dr. Greg, changing the way we look at health.